30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today. Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before. Soccer fans, and National Soccer Network is now streaming live on Roku. All for packages starting at just $2.99. Don't miss a moment of the action. National Soccer Network on Roku. Every goal, every save, every moment. Game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind. Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics, letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail. Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play, NSN Game Rewind bridges a past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate. Call 586-304-4405 and start watching today. Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today. Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before. Soccer fans, and National Soccer Network is now streaming live on Roku. All for packages starting at just $2.99. Don't miss a moment of the action. National Soccer Network on Roku. Every goal, every save, every moment. Game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind. Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics, letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail. Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play, NSN Game Rewind bridges a past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate. Call 586-304-4405 and start watching today. Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today. Are you ready to create unforgettable moments for your audience? NSN offers professional live streaming and full broadcast services tailored to your needs. From high-quality production to exceptional coverage, we ensure your game or event becomes a spectacle to remember. Book your next game with us today. Call 586-304-4405 to schedule your broadcast and let NSN bring the action to life like never before. Soccer fans, and National Soccer Network Now streaming live on Roku.
All for packages starting at just $2.99.
Don't miss a moment of the action.
National Soccer Network on Roku.
Every goal, every save, every moment. Game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind. Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics, letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail. Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play, NSN Game Rewind bridges a past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate. Call 586-304-4405 and start watching today. Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Women's Premier Soccer League match of the week. We have a Pacific Northwest Conference showdown between the Portland Thorns FC2 and Spokane SC Shadow. Both in the Pacific Northwest, Portland Thorns are currently undefeated and have a perfect record, 6 wins, 0 draws, and 0 losses. And they're going up against Spokane SC Shadow, who have dropped their last 2. They're in 3rd place in the conference, 2 wins and 2 losses, 0 draws for the Shadow. And their recent matchup, they did just face each other just last week, and Portland Thorns came away with a 2-0 victory. So we will see how this matchup goes underway between the two clubs. For Spokane SC Shadow, we have number 16, Becca Gaifo, number 5, Ashlyn Chase, number 4, Ellie Guzman, number 18, Aaron Ewers, number 10, Kaya Lee, number 11, Bree Koshelski, number 2, Kendall Moore, number 0, Cameron Willoughby, and number 14, Allison Moultrie. And starting for the Portland Thorns, we have number 11, Nyama Nelson, number 6, Ella Callanan, number 22, Julia Joseph, number 21, Sophia Stiles, number 10, Kennedy Fletcher, number 5, Chloe Chase, number 3, Taylor Bryan, number 17, Katie Lozano, number 7, Alana Harry, number 14, Blaine McElroy, and number 8, Amelia Huerta.
This is Inside the Game, where passion meets precision. Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wangler, and John Natale are your hosts, breaking down every goal, every controversy, every match that matters. From the heart of American soccer to the global stage. No fluff, just football. Weekdays at 9 a.m. live on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all listening platforms. Step in, speak up, stay locked in. This is Inside the Game.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins MLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
Welcome back to the match of the week in the Women's Premier Soccer League. We have Portland Thorns FC2 going up against Spokane SC Shadow. We appreciate everybody who is here to join us for this matchup. Portland Thorns will be in all black and Spokane Shadow will be in the right. And here we go. The matchup is underway, and it is immediate defensive takeaway from Portland Thorns, who are undefeated, have a perfect record. Spokane are looking to get started quickly, though. Pass inside the box, and it's going to be crossed over and headed away by the Portland Thorns. Looks like it just may have gone out, or there might have been a call for offsides. So Portland will pick that up. Good recovery there, and they will restart very early in this matchup. They have a fantastic defense, have not allowed a single goal throughout the entire season so far. Portland, throughout 6 games, they have scored 15 and have not allowed 1. So we'll see if Spokane can come through and break that streak of Portland. But we're going to get a good pass down onto that right wing, and it's going to be brought back and almost crossed, but it's going to be pushed farther down the sideline, and we're going to have some dancing on the ball until we get a crossover, but kept away by Spokane, able to grab that one. I believe that's Carly Roderick, the goalkeeper for Spokane, holding on to the ball. And last time these two clubs faced, just about a week ago, Portland came away with a 2-0 win. So let's see what they're able to do today. Good takeaway from Portland, able to drive down the field towards that right channel, and then it's going to be taken by Julia Joseph, who's going to pass it back towards Brian. And it'll go nearly taken for Kennedy Fletcher, but she allows it to be brought back towards that defensive line. That was Lozano with that back pass. It'll be brought towards the left side, far side for Portland Thorns. Good spin move. And able to try to get a through ball in. Somewhat ambitious, but able to get the cross into the box. Defended away by Spokane. Not fully, though, as Portland's able to recover on the side of the box. Nearly had a shot off, but well defended there by Spokane. Able to get back on the ball. Lots of numbers. And it's going to be rolled out of bounds. It will be a Portland Thorns throw-in. So maybe a little bit of a miscommunication there by Spokane. It'll be thrown in by Julia Joseph. It'll be brought forward. A little bit of a nutmeg there, it looked like. And it's going to be passed through to the center box. Early shot, but deflected away by Spokane. And it would be kicked away off of, I believe, Julia Joseph for a throw-in for Spokane SC Shadows. Spokane are currently in 3rd place in the Pacific Northwest Conference. With a win, they can leapfrog up to 2nd place as they have a higher goal difference than 2nd place in the conference, Westside Metros FC. But this is a tall task against the lone perfect club in this conference so far. Any points would be likely satisfying for a team of this stature. But here we go. Portland is able to get the ball back, but nearly intercepted by Spokane. They're just going to let it drool out of bounds for a throw-in. And Portland are keeping up that high press. Going to hand it back to Julia Joseph here. And she will go for that deep throw and trying to find Alana Harry, who tries to get a cross into the box. No one was there, though, so Spokane will head it away and will try to clear it. It will be brought back, but Portland is able to recover, come through with the interception. And so far, majority of the game staying on that attacking side for Portland. Spokane just letting Portland come through, able to trust their defense in the early goings of this matchup. Good throw in, trying to see if they can get some possession into this half, but shouldered away there. And now Portland will get the ball back. Not too much of a high press early from Spokane. Just going to allow, but maybe an opening here for Portland. Nearly crossed into the box, but it was blocked away by Spokane, and we'll get a good pass back. And nearly taken away, but they're going to look to face that, and now they're just going to let it roll out of bounds. That was Kendall Moore for Spokane there. And Spokane will get the throw in. Looking to get a good spell of possession in the early goings. Thrown in by Allison Moultrie, but taken right away by Portland. We're going to try to break through the center of the field. Deep long ball, but it'll be recovered by Roderick for Spokane. Not too much of a threat there. That ball was a little bit too ambitious for Portland. But immediately given away. Able to send a through ball in, but a little miscommunication, and it's poked away by Spokane. Lots of back and forth so far in this early matchup. And it looks like it might have been an offsides call, so Spokane will get the ball back. And we'll look to restart from their back end, trying to push it towards their far end, their right side of the field. We're going to have to retreat a little bit. We'll send it back to their keeper. And so we're just trying to think of a methodical approach to try to break down a Portland Thorns defense that have not been broken at all this season. A very formidable foe. But, a good juke move for Spokane. Able to send a through ball towards the right side of the field, but it's just intercepted by Portland. And they're able to take it away just before any sort of threatening attack could be had by Spokane here. And now Portland are going to look to charge up with the ball. That was Julia Joseph sending it towards the middle of the field, but it'll go back out and sent deep for Alana Harry. Is she onside? I believe so. They're aligned to play to continue. Slide tackle. Skips by. Good cross in from Joseph. And it'll be recovered, but brought back and cleared away by Spokane. And instead of pushing it forward, they're going to play a little bit more conservatively, allowed to get more numbers up the field in order to try to have an advantage against this Portland defense, which they are able to get the ball out of the way. And we will see our first corner kick of the game to Spokane. So a very good opportunity early in this matchup here. A set piece corner kick for Spokane. Looks like they're going to take it short, and that is what we see. We see a good cross, low cross, kicked away there by Portland. That might have been Katie Lozano who kicked that away. But it will be another corner kick for Spokane. Spokane so far looking to break a 2-game losing streak in Providence Park Stadium. We have fantastic weather, fantastic soccer weather is headed away by Portland, 71 degrees Fahrenheit. Love to play in these conditions. And now it'll be brought back by Becca Gaifo, who sends it forward and tries the through ball, but just a miscommunication there. And it's going to be rolled out for a goal kick for Portland. I saw the vision, but unfortunately it was not realized for Spokane. So, yeah, anyways, Spokane, 2 games. They've been on a little bit of a 2-game skid. They've lost to the top 2 teams in the conference so far. They lost to Westside Metros FC 2-0, and then also lost 2-0 to Portland Thorns just last week. So double 2-0 losses for Spokane. But before that, they had a 2-game win streak to start the season, and they were dominant wins by scores of 5-0 and 8-0. It'll be kicked forward by Portland here, and charging up towards the ball is Portland, but it looks like it'll be taken away by Spokane. Brought all the way back to Roderick, who will look to restart. Will be passed to Allison Moultrie. Charging towards the center of the field. Got a lot of green grass in front of her, but couldn't skip by. Nearly recovers. But ultimately, Portland's going to take advantage. Not for long, though, as Spokane do get it back. And now we're starting to see a little bit of possession here in this attacking half for Spokane. Good through ball, but just a little too strong to allow any of her teammates to get on the end of that. So far now, Spokane is starting to press up and charge forward with the ball and kind of keep Portland in a defensive shape here. But Portland's going to cross that one forward. And will it reach Harry? It will. Harry's going to bring it towards that end touchline. Ball stays in bounds, but deflected away by Portland, or by Spokane, I'm sorry. And they will look to run with the ball. That was Ears who had it for a second there. Closest to our screen. And now Spokane will send it towards that far side, that right side of the field for them. Looking to keep up that close defense and force a mistake as Portland tried to thread it for Harry, but couldn't get it. And so it'll go back to Spokane and look for just a nice, simple restart. 10 minutes into this matchup so far, almost 11. I'd say this has been pretty even between the two clubs. Both have shown signs of life and plenty of good chances. But it looks like Portland's starting to come through. Charging up is Taylor Bryan. And she got an open lane. Is she going to take it? And it's blocked away and kicked away by Spokane Shadows. A near threatening situation. Here comes Taylor Bryan just speeding through 3 defenders for Spokane and gets a shot off. I believe Roderick got a hand to it, but managed to get kicked away by Spokane. And it will, I believe, be a throw-in for Portland based on the trajectory of the ball. Didn't look like it went out for a corner kick. But, by the way, all the players are lined up. One could assume that a corner kick is among us, and we do have a corner kick headed down. Not yet quite cleared by Spokane. And Portland are going to get it back, pass it towards that right side. It's Amelia Huerta who had it for a second there, but it's cleared away by Spokane. What a close opportunity for Portland. Again, even if Portland get a draw here, wouldn't do anything to their positioning since they're 9 points ahead of second place. They can afford a draw, but they want to keep the perfect season alive. They have not suffered any loss of points this season yet. So a draw for them would be largely unsatisfying. But Spokane do get possession of the ball. Rolled back out. Going to be brought towards the middle of the field. Going to be taken by Ewers for a quick second. And then it will be passed back to Roderick there, who will send it back out. And we'll see what Spokane is able to do here. Get a good deep ball pass towards the right wing. Will Spokane get to the end of it? They do. They will pass it back out wide, going to charge towards the top of the box. They got an open lane to shoot, and it's recovered by Nelson. Nyama Nelson takes control of that one. I believe that might have been Spokane's first shot on target. They've had a couple of corner kicks, of course, but they've all been defended cleanly by Portland. That one, however, right to the keeper's arms. And pretty easy for Nyama Nelson to pick up. And now Portland, after a good punt, able to get back on the ball, sending it through for Harry on that left side, but slide tackle away by Spokane. It'll be a throw-in for Portland. Lots of players keeping up on this final third for Portland, looking to find an opening, but picked off and picked away, I should say, by Spokane. Just kind of, slipped up there, and the ref's going to call a foul. It'll be Spokane's ball after a quick little trip up there by Portland. Good pass back to the keeper, and now looking for a little bit of a restart and trying to find a way, once again, to break down this defense, seeing what they can do, seeing what openings they can find. Really liking that right wing is Spokane, trying to find something there, but so far everything's been rather difficult for them to get by. Portland are going to launch this one forward, but Spokane will take it back and now have the ball in Portland's half. Good turnaround. That would have been dangerous if Spokane lost that one there. But it would be launched forward. Headed away, though, by Portland. Only as far as Ewers, I believe. And it would be passed towards that left side. And just tries to get the cross off, but there were 3 Portland defenders there. Unable to do so cleanly. Here comes Harry to pass it back. And then launched forward from Portland, looking for an open woman, and it just barely goes out of bounds, out of the reach of Blaine McElroy there. And it will be a Spokane Shadow throw-in. So far in the early goings of this matchup. Good pass back early. That was Bojnak, I believe. It'll be passed back to Roderick. And so far, Portland just letting Spokane do their thing. Letting them handle the ball deep in their own territory. Keeping their shape in order to close down on any runaway players. Good takeaway from Taylor Bryan, but couldn't get the ball cleanly. Bounced back to Spokane. And now that one's going to be taken away there. Looks like Kennedy Fletcher. But it'll be nearly intercepted by Spokane. And now Portland will pass it forward. Good little bit through ball. And Spokane will be here to intercept. And it'll be passed back. But now here comes Alana Harry. Charging. Breaking through a couple of defenders. Has to track back to find some help, but it gets taken away by Spokane. It was a good charge from Alana Harry, but at the end of the day, couldn't get the shot off. It was her against 3 other defenders. Here comes Ewers to pass the ball forward for Spokane. But it'll be handled nicely by Nyama Nelson. And she'll look to throw the ball towards that right side, the near side for us, for Portland Thorns. Julia Joseph has it for a quick second. And then that's Katie Lozano who will pass it back to Nelson. And so far, both teams are definitely playing a little bit methodically. They're just trying to find openings. They're trying to wear out the other team with possession, constant possession. A couple of set piece opportunities through corner kicks each team have had so far. And then a couple of shots in open play. But so far, I wouldn't really say one team has a crazy advantage over the other. It's going to be passed back. And so far, Portland, the team with this current spell of possession. Here comes Kennedy Fletcher. We'll pass it towards that right side. We got Julia Joseph here to pass it back towards, it's Alana Harry, I believe. And we go back towards Fletcher. She'll launch it. A little bit of an aggressive cross there from Fletcher. That was ambitious. But unfortunately, no one was there to take the end of that cross from Fletcher. So Spokane will send it back. And we will see what they can come up with. Moultrie has it for a bit, but couldn't get that pass connected. And now Taylor Bryan tried to dribble through a couple of defenders just like she did about 10 minutes ago. But it will be intercepted, but not before Portland can take it right back. Lozano here trying to dribble through. But we'll just send it back towards Joseph. And it'll be launched forward. And now Portland are trying to get a good couple of passes. That was a good pass before letting the ball go out of bounds. Now here comes Harry sending a through ball in. Can they get towards the end of it and trying for a cross for Portland? Unable to get it through. I believe that was Amelia Huerta. But no one was there in the box to compliment her. And ultimately the ball goes out of bounds. Looks like we have an early substitution here. And it looks like we got Marion Dunn coming through. I'm going to play a more attacking role for Portland. But so far, goal kick here for Spokane. Handling themselves rather well defensively. Perhaps taking a different approach against Portland than they did in their 2-0 loss just last week. Had time to study what have made Portland so dominant this season. And now they're looking to get immediate redemption against that game. But it will be sent down by Portland. Here comes Alana Harry. It's going to be crossed over and looked like in between a cross and a shot. Not sure if she fully decided what she wanted to do there. If it had just a little bit more curve, I could have seen that being a beautiful top right banger. But there were some players on Portland that were running into the box as well. And unfortunately, the ball did not go in either direction. And we have another substitution here, this time by Spokane. Looks like a double substitution. We'll have Ella Cotter and I believe Jenna Weiner is in for Spokane. Oh, and we also got Addison Romy coming through. Triple substitution in the 22nd minute for Spokane. Getting a couple players in. Getting some fresh legs here. And it will be sent forward. But Portland are able to take advantage. And they're able to get the ball back. But so far, we're seeing a little bit of a higher press from Spokane, but it'll be dealt with a long ball towards that left wing by Portland. Now just trying to find some opening players. Sending it back towards that left channel, but going to send it back towards the middle of the field. That's Lozano there on the ball. But multiple Spokane players there to defend that and get the ball away from Portland. Now Spokane trying to decide what to do with the ball. Tries to thread it through. But it will go out of bounds via Portland. It will be a Spokane throw-in. And we'll see what they're able to do here. If they can get a good spell of possession. They've had a little bit of time. It's been a little bit since they've been on that attacking side, but we'll see if they can find a way through this impervious defense for Portland. And we're starting to see a little bit of grass they can run through here. Good pass through. Gonna send it towards that left channel. Gonna go towards, look for a cross from right outside the box. Gonna travel inside the box. Good cross, trying to get the header for Spokane, but just a little too tall. We're going to see this one again. Dribbled right outside the box. Crosses in, and then beautiful curve on the cross, but just a little too much power. Way too high. Not way too high, but just high enough where it couldn't reach the top of the head of any of the defenders. Advertise with NSN to reach a wide audience through live soccer broadcasts. We offer customized ad packages, including 30 and 60-second commercials placed across our soccer streams. Boost your brand's visibility and engage with fans in real time. Scan the QR code on your screen or call 586-304-4405. Here comes Portland. They had that throw in there for a quick second, but Spokane are able to get it back. And now trying to look to make some advancements on the ball. It'll be passed back towards that far side. And they'll try to thread it through a couple of defenders, but good defending there by Portland. Alana Harry's on the ball, trying to pull a juke move and try to send it through, but well defended by Spokane. Only goes as far as Fletcher, I believe. And that'll be crossed over. Just trying to find her teammate. But it found a white shirt instead. Alana Harry going to send it through for Amelia Huerta, but it'll be sent out of bounds by Spokane, making sure no shot goes off. And it will be a throw-in for Portland. Here comes Julia Joseph to send it in. Going to send it towards Huerta. Trying to cross that ball in. We saw a charging player from Portland trying to get to the end of that one, but Spokane beat him to it. And so far, Portland look like they're starting to charge now. Trying to see if they can seize control of the matchup, but just a loss of control there from Joseph. It'll be a throw-in for Spokane. We're going to try to get it back. We'll send it back. That was Kendall Moore. And they'll look to hold on to the ball, trying to get it through to Koszelski. And they'll send it back towards Roderick to try to get a restart there. Portland seeming like they're not allowing Spokane to get through at all. But let's see what Spokane can do about it. Alana Harry with a fantastic defensive maneuver to be able to just get around Moultrie and get the ball away from her. And now Portland get the ball back. But the touch was too heavy from Lozano, and now Spokane are charging up the field, tried to find her teammate, but will try to get a somewhat of a cross back into the box, but just multiple black shirts there. Just stymieing that attack from Spokane. What came from a mistake from Portland as the pass was just too strong. Spokane just charged up the field and had a good opportunity there. And now they're towards that final third once again, trying to find her teammate towards the top of the box. And it's going to be just a shot over the goal. That's a shot not on target, but it was near. It was near. I was unable to identify who took that shot just over the bar, but it was a good attempt and a good sequence from Spokane. Trying to show they're ready to take on the Titans of this Pacific Northwest Conference, but here come the aforementioned Titans, and they're able to, it looked like that one was about to be slotted home, but a fantastic save by Carly Roderick. I believe that was Kennedy Fletcher that was charging up the field. Yeah, and it looks like it, and Roderick was there to just stymie that and get a beautiful save. Comes off the line a little bit. From here, it almost looked like a near certain goal for Portland, but fantastic job by Spokane in order to keep this at zeros. So it will be a corner kick, or I'm sorry, very, very deep throw-in for Portland. And now they're able to try to find some pass backs. Trying to find some open players. There's Huerta there. And now going to pass it to Harry. Gonna see what they can find. So if we're going to get a good cross into the box, that was Fletcher again. But it'll get passed back out wide. And now Portland Oh, but it looks like offside's called there. Starting to walk back. Offsides on Portland, and Spokane will take this one deep in their own territory. So still plenty of Portland players there, but it looks like they're going to have Roderick just blast this one towards midfield. Not trying to mess around and have a loss of possession that close to goal. And they're able to hold on to the ball, Spokane, on their own half so far. But a good press from Portland. So far preventing them from bringing the ball up the field, forcing them to bring it back all the way to their keeper. It'll be sent back. And so far, just keeping it in that defensive realm is Spokane. But so far, they are doing well and managing to keep the ball away from Portland, even if that means just spending a little time in their own half. Good pass back towards Koszelski, who's going to try to thread it through on that left wing. I believe that was Guzman there, but deflected away. And it will be a corner kick for Spokane. This will be their third corner kick of the game. First two came pretty early, and were both kicked away and dealt with cleanly by Portland. Let's see how this third one goes. It looks like a different setup here. You can see only one player kind of in front of the goalkeeper for Spokane, while the rest of them are far outside the 6-yard box and the 18-yard box. And now the kick gets sent. Everyone gets sent through, and the keeper is able to punch that one away. Nelson is there to punch it away, and now Portland are going to try to send it through. That's Harry on the ball right now. Going to pass it back. And we launched forward. But so far, Spokane were able to take care of it just enough. A little bit of a fall there, and the ref's going to allow play on. No foul there. Spokane are able to get the ball back. Going to send it forward. And good recovery by Naama Nelson. It's going to get a quick restart. Just knew immediately what she wanted to do with the ball after recovering it. Now here comes Joseph. Going to try to thread it through a couple of Spokane defenders, but couldn't get through the second one. And now Spokane will get it back on their back line. And all the way back to their keeper, just to get a nice restart going. And again, so far, a third of the way through this matchup, giving Portland a tough battle. Not letting them break through easily. And this one will be kicked away. But it will fall out of bounds via Portland, though. So Spokane will continue with possession. And it looks like we're going to get a triple substitution here for Portland. Let's see who comes in. We have London Suma, Elsie Broberg, and Sophia Rubano. NSN Game Rewind brings the past to life with full commentary and dynamic graphics. Relive your favorite games with a professional broadcast experience where the past lives in the future. Scan the QR code or call 586-304-4405 to start watching today. So right now, Spokane are back on the ball, trying to send it through that final third. Good pass, but good defense so far from Portland. But we're still going to get a shot off, and that requires an acrobatic save by Naama Nelson. My goodness, did you see that? It was a beautiful cross towards that end of the box, and then we're going to see this from Spokane here. And I want to say that's Ashlyn Chase, actually. And it was an incredible pass. Or that might have been Kaya Lee. I'm sorry. It was hard to tell from that distance. But regardless, a fantastic shot. And didn't look from my perspective to be going super far. But that one was going towards that top left corner of the goal. And it required Portland to have an unbelievable save from their keeper, Nelson. And now Portland themselves are trying to get a good attack going. Tried to finish it with a shot off, but so far well defended by Spokane, who are ready to charge up once again and potentially get another one, but it looked like maybe a through ball in a dummy ball was expected, but it ended up backfiring as Portland are able to get it back. And so far, it will be brought back towards that far side for Portland. And they'll choose to send it forward, but couldn't find anybody. And once again, offsides on Portland. So far, I believe the third offsides call on Portland for the day. And Spokane are going to take over here. And it's going to be kicked away from, that was Roderick there to kick it away for Spokane. And they've been doing well on the ball. Now it's going to be sent forward. Multiple defenders for Portland here trying to intercept that pass, and they do so successfully. I believe that was Fletcher sending that one through. I think that's Warta on the ball, trying to get a possible cross in, just waiting for some more players, and a phenomenal shot, but blocked away by Roderick. It looked from the side that it was always going towards the side anyway, but it did require the assistance from Roderick. It was a beautiful shot from Warta there, but Roderick had to stymie that, and she did a great job to keep this one at zeros for Spokane. Now a corner kick on that far side for Portland. Trying to get a good cross, high arcing shot. That was off the head of Marion Dunn, but just over the goal. So it was a good opportunity for Portland, but a little bit too tall. Marion Dunn had the header there, but it just went over. And so Spokane will take this one. And we'll see what type of possession they can build from here. But look at the high press, and they force a mistake. It's going to be a shot, and another brilliant save from Roderick. Are you kidding me? Wow. After a mistake from Spokane, look at that. Just a dropped pass, lost control of the ball. And my goodness, I believe that was Warta who had a crack at it. It was going towards that left side, but an outstretched Carly Roderick was there to save that one for Spokane. And once again, we're still at zeros, and now a shot of their own for Spokane. That one did not require Nyama Nelson to take that one and to save it. But regardless, both shots end to end on this one. And we're going to get a substitution again. Gabriela Barusic coming through for Spokane. And we're getting Kyla Hughes in for Spokane as well. Going to go towards that far side. So end to end, we had a brilliant shot from Portland, and then a good counterattack turned into a shot, not on target, but still a good looking shot from Spokane. And that one is going to be a foul on Portland, I believe. And it will be Spokane's ball. I'm not necessarily sure what might have happened there. I'm going to miss the contact on that call. But Spokane are going to send it back. And they will try to push it forward, but just a little bit of a miscommunication. And now a possible quick restart from Portland, looking to advance as far as possible, but just loses control of the ball there. Spokane are able to get that one back, and they're just going to send it forward. But it'll be lifted up, and Spokane will get it back. We'll see what they're able to do with it. Just a couple of light passes. I'm going to see what they can do to try to advance it. There were 3 black shirts there, able to rip the ball away and get it back for themselves. They're going to start pushing forward here, going to try to send it. Ambitious pass but able to find their marker. That was Elise Broberg there, but that was left out of bounds. And I believe that will be a Spokane throw-in. It's going to be sent in deep, but another loss of control. Here comes Amelia Huerta here. Going to try to get a shot off herself. Going to end up crossing it and will bounce off a couple of Spokane defenders. It will be a corner kick. So once again, Spokane living life on the edge, having a couple loose touches of the ball on their own final third. And that's kind of letting Portland back into this game and allowing them their most threatening chances of the match. We get a corner kick, a low corner kick that doesn't find anybody for Portland. And Spokane are able to run towards this ball and potentially get a clear. That's Kaya Lee that's on the ball so far. Getting a pass back. And will be sent forward, but intercepted by Portland. Nearly dragged down. The ref was about to call that, but will allow play on. So Portland will continue their possession. And then we're going to get a good switch up of field. We appreciate you listening. I am Gabe Walerziak. I'm happy to be bringing you guys this matchup between Portland Thorns and Spokane SC Shadow here on the National Soccer Network. The WPSL match of the week. And so far, it's lived up to the hype. A very good defensive showdown with lots of brilliant chances on both sides. But let's see who might crack the code first. So Portland are able to get the ball. And they will send it towards that left side, that far side for them. We're just going to go around and try to keep that possession. They're going to send it towards Chase, and it'll go through, try to find their player. They're going to find Marion Dunn, who's going to send it towards that right side, but it will be intercepted, nearly poked away there by Portland as well. But now it's going to be charged up. And it'll be sent forward for Spokane. And they're going to try to hold on to this one. Two defenders there for Portland, just able to take that one away. And they're able to run away with the ball. Though they're still keeping a high press, Spokane. Now they're starting to try to get the ball back and force some errors from Portland. But now to go on that far side. And they'll try to send that through ball in. But it'll go back towards the left wing. But beautiful slide tackle there from Spokane. It's going to force a throw in for Portland. And I believe we might have another substitution. And I think it's going to be a substitution. Multiple substitutions from both sides. So let's see who's able to hop onto the field. We have Julia Litvot, and we have Kate Thill for Spokane. We have Lucy Rokos for Portland coming onto the field as well. All right. So lots of substitutions in this first half of this matchup. But Portland stay with the ball. And it was poked away by Spokane, but Portland are able to get back on it. And they're going to be able to send it through. That was near. That was Rubano there who had it, had an opening. Fletcher's going to get on this one, and she's going to try to find an open teammate, but we'll just go for the safe pass back. And now most, if not all, of Portland's outfield players are inside this half, and somewhat of a giveaway there for Spokane. And now we'll see what they can do. We're unable to really launch a fully fledged counterattack as Portland are able to get back on the ball, able to find their way through a couple of defenders, and it's going to go for a corner kick. Or no, I'm sorry, a goal kick. It went off of Portland. It was very well defended by Spokane. I was waiting for the cross there, and then all of a sudden we had a cross in the opposite end, and Spokane were just able to take the ball and bounce it off of Portland's attacker. And they were able to get the goal kick. So very good job by Spokane. Trying to thread that needle, but poked away there. It will be a Spokane throw-in, though. Very ambitious through ball for Spokane. We're going to see if they're able to get one or two final attacks here. So far, possession game has pretty much gone all towards Portland as they're able to fight for the ball there. It's going to go for Suma there, and that will be sent back. And now Portland just making sure that Spokane don't really do much for the rest of the half. I think either team might be happy to ride out the rest of the half without allowing a goal from the other. But will we see some final harsh attacks? And it looks like Portland might have one right now. This is Marion Dunn trying to get a good pass back for Fletcher, but it's intercepted there by Spokane. And now Spokane are going to try to send a good through ball for that right wing. And now here comes their winger. They're going to try and take it, but we'll send it back, and it's going to allow Portland to get back into their shape. So let's see how Spokane are able to take advantage of this. I believe this is Moultrie that has the ball right now, but it's going to be intercepted by Portland, and now Suma will send it back out wide. And now a little bit of high-intense action here in this final minute before stoppage time of this first half. Portland's going to take it, but it's poked away. However, Portland still have it. Suma's going to thread it through. Will we get a cross? Going to have a couple of touches, and it's sent straight towards Roderick there. So Portland had a good little build-up, but that is going to do it. No stoppage time, actually. So that save was your last action of the first half. So first half of your match of the week in the WPSL in this Pacific Northwest Conference. Portland Thorns FC 2-0. Spokane SC Shadow 0. We will be back with the second half shortly.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com. The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Chaos FC is a soccer club in Macomb County, Michigan, dedicated to player development through professional training. Our mission is to offer a safe, positive environment that nurtures youth talent. We aim to help players reach their full potential and compete at high levels in MYSL, MSP, SP, and MRL. We provide equal opportunities for all players to develop skills, knowledge, and appreciation for soccer through top-tier training and positive coaching. Our goal is to help players grow as individuals, promoting life skills such as sportsmanship, teamwork, goal setting, and fair play. Learn more today by visiting chaosfc.us. If you are interested in participating in a sport that requires skill, fitness, strategic thinking, and team play, soccer offers opportunities at various levels to improve fitness and coordination. Whether you prefer casual participation, competitive play, or joining a futsal league, our organization provides a welcoming environment to learn new skills and meet new people. Register today for the Macomb Soccer Summer Camp from July 14th to 18th. The camp will be led by Kansas City's professional players James Togba and Mike De Silva. It is open to boys and girls aged 6 through 16 with an early bird registration fee of $175 if registered by July 7th. Gain knowledge from professionals in an engaging and competitive setting. For further information, visit mrsl.us. Accelerate your soccer journey this summer at Oakland University. From June 30th to July 31st, players will have the incredible opportunity to refine their skills under the guidance of Oakland University soccer coaches. Train at world-class facilities while gaining insight into life in a collegiate environment. These camps cater to a range of skill sets and ages from youth programs to the Elite ID program, ensuring participants are surrounded by peers who challenge and inspire. As one of the premier soccer institutions in the Horizon League, Oakland University soccer program offers an unparalleled environment for growth and development. Don't miss your chance. Register now at oaklandboyssoccercamps.com.
This is Inside the Game, where passion meets precision. Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wengler, and John Natale are your hosts, breaking down every goal, every controversy, every match that matters. From the heart of American soccer to the global stage. No fluff, just football. Weekdays at 9 a.m. live on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all listening platforms. Step in, speak up, stay locked in. This is Inside the Game.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins MLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com. The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Chaos FC is a soccer club in Macomb County, Michigan, dedicated to player development through professional training. Our mission is to offer a safe, positive environment that nurtures youth talent. We aim to help players reach their full potential and compete at high levels in MYSL, MSP, SP, and MRL. We provide equal opportunities for all players to develop skills, knowledge, and appreciation for soccer through top-tier training and positive coaching. Our goal is to help players grow as individuals, promoting life skills such as sportsmanship, teamwork, goal setting, and fair play. Learn more today by visiting chaosfc.us. If you are interested in participating in a sport that requires skill, fitness, strategic thinking, and team play, soccer offers opportunities at various levels to improve fitness and coordination. Whether you prefer casual participation, competitive play, or joining a futsal league, our organization provides a welcoming environment to learn new skills and meet new people. Register today for the Macomb Soccer Summer Camp from July 14th to 18th. The camp will be led by Kansas City's professional players James Togba and Mike De Silva. It is open to boys and girls aged 6 through 16 with an early bird registration fee of $175 if registered by July 7th. Gain knowledge from professionals in an engaging and competitive setting. For further information, visit mrsl.us. Accelerate your soccer journey this summer at Oakland University. From June 30th to July 31st, players will have the incredible opportunity to refine their skills under the guidance of Oakland University soccer coaches. Train at world-class facilities while gaining insight into life in a collegiate environment. These camps cater to a range of skill sets and ages from youth programs to the Elite ID program, ensuring participants are surrounded by peers who challenge and inspire. As one of the premier soccer institutions in the Horizon League, Oakland
Oakland University soccer program offers an unparalleled environment for growth and development.
Don't miss your chance.
Register now at oaklandboyssoccercamps.com.
This is Inside the Game, where passion meets precision. Jonathan Turner, Nathan Wengler, and John Natale are your hosts, breaking down every goal, every controversy, every match that matters. From the heart of American soccer to the global stage. No fluff, just football. Weekdays at 9 a.m. live on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all listening platforms. Step in, speak up, stay locked in. This is Inside the Game.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins MLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com. The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Chaos FC is a soccer club in Macomb County, Michigan, dedicated to player development through professional training. Our mission is to offer a safe, positive environment that nurtures youth talent. We aim to help players reach their full potential and compete at high levels in MYSL, MSP, SP, and MRL. We provide equal opportunities for all players to develop skills, knowledge, and appreciation for soccer through top-tier training and positive coaching. Our goal is to help players grow as individuals, promoting life skills such as sportsmanship, teamwork, goal setting, and fair play. Learn more today by visiting chaosfc.us.
All right, welcome back to the second half. We're just about to get underway in this Women's Premier Soccer League Pacific Northwest Conference. This is the match of the week. We got the Portland Thorns FC2 starting off with the ball, and they're going up against the Spokane SC Shadows. Yes, I apologize to everyone that is watching right now. If you were watching during the first half of the game, I mispronunciated the Spokane team as Spokane the entirety of the first half, so I would like to apologize for my blunder there, but I appreciate all of you guys watching for informing me of the correct way to pronounce your team name and your city. So I really do appreciate it. And let's get going with the second half between Portland Thorns and Spokane SC Shadows. So far, it was a very good first half, well fought defensively between the two clubs so far. And Portland are in all blacks for those of you just joining us. And they will be attacking from right to left, whereas Spokane are in all white. And they will be attacking from left to right throughout this second half. So far, Portland has had control of the ball. That looks like Fletcher that is on it so far. And she will be passing it back towards her back line. And obviously what's at stake here is Portland's perfect season. They are 6 wins and have not drew or lost at all this season yet. So if Spokane can come through and force either a goal or or continue to keep this tie from Portland, then Portland will drop points for the first time this season. And that will be a pretty strong achievement for Spokane here. I'm still messing it up here sometimes, but it's okay. We're gonna push through. So Spokane here will have the ball. They are looking for all 3 points, though. If they're able to win this matchup and get those 3 points, then they will leapfrog themselves into second place. And that would be huge for their positioning on the Pacific Northwest rankings for the conference. But here we go. Here comes Spokane right now. They have the ball. Going to try to pass it back about 30 yards out. Nearly intercepted, though. They had to be careful there. They're going to go down towards that left wing area, bringing it back towards the top of the 18, and they're going to look to pass it back. I was assuming they were going to pass towards that left wing, but they're going to pass it all the way back towards the center circle, and we will see them continue with the ball. They're trying to keep it away and trying to just gain some possession, some worthy minutes in the attacking half here. Didn't spend a little bit of time, Spokane, a little bit in the previous half, in the attacking half, but Portland definitely had more of the possession, so they're going to try to rectify that for this half, and we'll see what happens. But we got a good cross from Portland, nearly tackled, but the ref is going to say play on, and it will be grabbed by Roderick for Spokane here. Able to gain control of that ball. It was a good opportunity for Portland, but just unable to get to the end of that ball and get a quality shot off there. So another crazy tackle, but Spokane is able to get back on top of it, but not for long as Portland's able to defend it cleanly. And they will send it out wide. I think they were looking for a teammate. They were looking for Kenley Whitaker, who came on the team for this second half. And it will be kicked away. But Portland will have the ball. And they will throw it in. They'll get a good advancement. And they will look to try to send it up forward, trying to look for McElroy there, but was unable to find that connection. So now Spokane will send it forward themselves, trying to dribble through a variety of black shirts there. But it looks like Warta will take control and just push the ball forward, pass it towards that right side of the field. We're going to get a cross, a low-hanging cross, and it's just going to be wide of the target, and it's going to go out for a goal kick. So some good pressing from Portland, able to convert those into attacking opportunities, but just need to get better quality finishes and better quality crosses into the box to be able to get some shots on target. If we remember in the first half, there were some beautiful shots that required even more beautiful saves from Carly Roderick of Spokane Shadows. It was incredible. You'd almost expect Portland to be up a goal or two already in this matchup, but those saves during the first half are what have been able to keep Spokane in this and would have been able to keep this game at zeros. And now we're going to see a good through ball towards that left wing. We got a couple of players going up towards the box, but it's going to be tackled away there. But Spokane will recover it and will send it back. They're going to send it towards Kaya Lee, who's going to try to push it forward and try to find a player on the top of the box, nearly trying to get the shot off. That was Kendall Moore who had it for a split second there, but tried to dribble it forward, and it will be defended by Portland. Throw in for Spokane, though, and see what they're able to do with it. Going to get a good pass back. They'll pass it back to Kyla Hughes, who will send it up, and a good back heel flick, but was Hughes able to get to it? And I think she was. So now Spokane will get the ball back around the center circle and will look to switch the field of play here. But Portland's able to read that one nicely. And are they able to intercept? The ball does stay in bounds. Maybe it would have been better if it rolled out of bounds, because now Spokane are able to get the ball back on that far side of the field, and they'll push it forward. But it will be intercepted, though, by Portland. Not for long, though. Muscled off the ball. Fantastic job by Kyla Hughes there to get that ball back for Spokane. But it'll be taken all the way back to their keeper, Roderick, who will look to push it forward and get that good restart, but it's going to be sent all the way back to her. And we will just advance the ball and kick it forward. But Portland are able to intercept it, and now they got a couple of players driving up towards the box. I believe that was Fletcher there that was looking to make some sort of chance happen, but her lane got closed down very, very quickly. And Spokane are able to get back on the ball. They're going to get a good pass back to the keeper, and we're going to see a good switch up of play. Or they'll send it right back to that far side. Never mind. But we're going to get a good through ball towards midfield, and the ball will roll out of bounds here. It will be a throw-in for the Portland Thorns, who again are trying to preserve their perfect record and are also trying to preserve their perfect clean sheet record. They have not allowed a single goal this entire season. They have scored 15 goals in their 6 games that they've played so far. They've played more games than anyone else in the conference, but they have not allowed a goal. They've all been shutout wins and clean sheets. Will Spokane be the first team to get a breakthrough? They just played Portland last week in a 2-0 loss, but right now, 52 minutes into this matchup, they're holding Portland to a 0-0 draw right now. And going to try good press forward there. I believe that was Kaya Lee trying to press the keeper, Nyama Nelson, there for Portland. But now Portland will send it. That was done to push it towards that left side. Going to try to send it for Nina Road, I believe that is. And that'll be lifted up inside the box, but Spokane is there to take that one away. That was Kendall Moore trying to get it back, but it's going to go back towards Portland. And it's going to be a good shot from Marta, but it's going to be right to the keeper. Roderick was there to get good hands on that one. Amelia Huerta there had the ball and had a great shot from just inside the 18, but it did not curve the way that she wanted it to. And instead, the ball just went straight towards the keeper's hands. It's going to be a good, solid goal kick, but intercepted from Portland, but not able to get a good touch of the ball. They were looking for Elise Broberg there, but instead, Spokane will get the ball back. Around midfield, they'll look to push the ball forward. Going to try and find more again, but it'll be taken away. They'll go back to that back line. And now Portland are able to try to shuffle to get the ball back. That was McElroy there, heading it out of bounds. And it's going to be a Spokane throw-in. We'll see who takes this one, if we're able to. Oh, I'm sorry. Portland's going to take that throw-in. My bad. I didn't realize they wrote it for Portland. Elise Broberg there with that throw-in. Now they will send it, flip the field of play, and it's going to go out of bounds. For once again, another Portland throw-in. We will send it through. But Spokane there. Their back line holding up and able to take every shot that Portland has thrown at them so far and able to withstand it. They've been doing really, really well in not breaking down. But now what can they do with the ball offensively? They're deep in their own territory. Can they advance the ball? And it's going to go out of play once again. It will go to Spokane, though. That was forced out of bounds by Whitaker there for Portland. Almost given away by Spokane. And almost thought we had a slight injury in the field, but we are good. So Hughes is on the ball right now for Spokane. She's going to thread it through. Potentially looking for Kaya Lee there, but it will roll out of bounds for a goal kick for Portland. So Nelson will take that one, restart it here in Providence Park in Portland. And now the Thorns looking to advance, getting through midfield, looking for a very ambitious through ball. The vision was there, but it might have just been too far of a pass. I believe that was Huerta there. But here comes Harry. Alana Harry on the ball now from the top of the 18. She's going to pass it back. And it's going to look for a beautiful shot and goal. There were multiple Portland Thorns players there. And at the end of the day, it's going to go for, I believe that's, I want to say that's Kennedy Fletcher, but it's hard to tell from that angle right now. It is a beautiful goal, though, from Portland. Incredible, able to get that ball from the end of the cross. And it finds the back of the net. I was expecting it to go over the head of that near side player, and it did. But at the very last second, I just saw, again, who I believe was Kennedy Fletcher, although it could have also been Lozano, but I'm going to stick with Fletcher for this one. I'm going to trust my gut. And Portland Thorns able to break down the barriers first, break through the door, and get the opening goal of this game in the 58th minute. Portland Thorns are now up 1-0. And at this moment, if the game stayed like this, they would preserve their perfect record and their clean sheet streak. So a fantastic series of play from Portland. And let's see how Spokane can respond here, because they've been playing tough as well. But Portland were knocking on the door so many times. They were just able to get it through. And I actually believe, now that I see it more closely, I believe that goal might have been scored by Kenley Whitaker. But here we go. We might have another opportunity for Portland here, but that one's just going to go out of bounds for a goal kick. was noticing the number 10 and the number 18 from this distance looked very, very similar. So I defaulted to Kennedy Fletcher there, but I can see now the 18 closest to our screen, Kenley Whitaker there, was the goal scorer for Portland Thorns. But anyways, I digress. Spokane was there on the ball, trying to send it through that far side, but it's just going to trickle out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Portland. They're going to try to advance the ball. It does not look like they are done attacking despite being up 1-0. They're going to try to find a second one to try to close this game out. Spokane have been dangerous themselves. They don't want to let them back into the game. But Spokane don't want to force any mistakes either. They can't fall further behind in this matchup. They know how tough and formidable Portland is. And let's see what they're able to do now that they got the ball. Going to try to thread the needle there. Able to just barely miss a couple of their teammates. And it'll roll out of bounds. There were a couple of Thorns players there that were trying to advance towards the ball. I think maybe a combination of either the ball was going too fast for him and maybe one of the players might have been offsides. Could have been the reason why they didn't advance farther towards the ball and try to get it more. But they're able to intercept it there. That's Kennedy Fletcher going to try to send that through ball in, and it'll be passed out towards Whitaker here, who's going to try to get a cross in from the box if she's able to, but she's got to go around a couple of Spokane defenders here, and they do their job. Able to get that ball back out. Going to go for that far side of the field. Potentially attempted a counterattack there, but good job on Portland for getting back into shape quickly and just being there to defend and not force any breakthroughs. But a good through ball there. Just taken away, though, from Portland. They're unable to control it much themselves, but they're able to just barely squeeze it by. That's going to be Whitaker again on the ball. She'll pass it back towards Fletcher, who will send it towards right around midfield in that center circle area. It'll be passed out wide for Portland. And now Spokane's got to play with a little bit of a higher press. They gotta find their way onto the ball. So far, even with being a goal down, they're letting Portland maybe have a little bit too much possession. Going to try to see if they can take it away from them. Alana Harry's on the ball right now. Going to pass it forward. If it connects, that could be a brilliant pass. And it's able to stay in bounds. Able to find a player. I believe that's Warta who slots it home. And that's going to be a second goal for Portland Thorns FC 2. So a beautiful long ball pass from Alana Harry, and then a dummy ball there to find Amelia Warta, who's able to send that grounder all the way through the entirety of Spokane's defense and able to double their lead. Subscribe to NSN on YouTube for exclusive soccer content, live streams, highlights, and more. Stay connected to all the action by hitting that subscribe button. Don't miss out. Join the NSN community today. You could see highlights just like that goal that we just witnessed. Wow. What an incredible shot, but I got to give credit to the buildup as well. Alana Harry had that ball about 40 yards out and then just crossed to the field with the ball with one fluid pass, able to find an open player who sent it forward. And I want to say Blaine McElroy was the one that sent through that dummy ball for Amelia Warta to just send that one home. And now, just in a matter of minutes here, about 5 minutes apart, all of a sudden, Portland Thorns have a somewhat commanding 2-0 lead in this matchup. But let's see what Spokane can do now. Trying to advance this one forward. Good slide tackle. No call from the referee, though, as Portland's able to get back on the ball. I believe that was Kendall Moore that was trying to push that one forward, but now able to get the ball back. Let's see if Spokane can get a cross through. Just right around the top of the 18. Portland defenders coming through to assist. And it might be pushed away, and it will be. Portland's able to get that ball back. Warta's there to try to send it forward. I believe that's McElroy there. Going to try to dodge a couple of Spokane defenders. Nearly gets that through ball there. Could have been Whitaker there. But now it's going to be sent forward for Hughes for Spokane. What will Hughes do? Going to try to send it. I believe she was going for a through ball. I think she might have been looking for Barusic, but just a little bit of a miscommunication there, and it's going to go back to Portland. Easy pickup for Nelson. We'll have a good through ball here, and it'll go back towards McElroy, who's going to try to send it forward. That's Whitaker now. I'm going to get another through ball. He's got an open player. That could be Warta again, but good stop from Roderick, and that one will be sent out for a corner kick. So now corner kick opportunity for Portland. And now they're really starting to get their groove now. Now being 2-0 up. They're going to try to send a couple more home and see how many more they can score on this vulnerable defense. And that was a brilliant header, but just to the left of the target. But it's going to become another corner kick again, and that's going to be off of a Spokane defender. So that one looked like it was pretty close to the target. But Spokane were there to take that one away. There'll be another corner kick here for Portland. And that one looks like it was going right to goal, but wow, a beautiful save from Roderick. Could have had an Olympico there for a quick second there. But a good punch. And it looks like someone on the Thorns is down. I'm unable to identify who that is. But we just got to hope that she's okay. Looks like this will likely be a good time for a potential water break for all of the players. And right now, this is the same scoreline that ended the last matchup between Portland and Spokane just last week. 5 days ago, Portland defeated Spokane 2-0. And now we have this exact scoreline once again with almost 3/4 of the matchup gone. Portland look to maintain their perfect record, but Spokane have fought hard. They fought hard this first half so far, and they've had a couple of solid chances in the second half, but obviously nothing as substantial as what Portland's been able to conjure up. So we'll just have to see which side will pick up the momentum after this stoppage of play. Yeah, it looks like that player is holding her head. So gotta hope that she is okay. Maybe just took a tough knock there. And the temperature has gone down a couple of degrees here in Providence Park Stadium. It was 71 at kickoff. It is now 67 degrees as nightfall has started to befall Portland. Now it looks like the teams are starting to get back onto the field. Willoughby there. Cameron Willoughby for Spokane will be in goal. She's going to have to make some crazy saves and ensure that nothing else gets past her. if Spokane have any chance to get back into this matchup. So after about a couple of minutes of an injury timeout, we are back. If you've just joined us, it was 0-0 for a majority of the game, but around the 57th minute or so, Portland scored their first goal via Kenley Whitaker. And then just a couple of minutes later, a good strike from Amelia Huerta, and Portland are all of a sudden up 2-0 in this matchup. But now, here comes Spokane. It was a good cross from Kendall Moore, but that's going to go out via Portland, and that will be a corner kick for Spokane. And let's see, this could be a very good set piece opportunity. It looks like we're going to get a substitution for Portland here. We will see who joins the field. And it looks like Nina Rode will take the field for Portland. So here we go. Corner kick. Oh, goes over everybody. I think Portland are going to be able to take this one and clear it and potentially launch a counterattack. 3-on-2 opportunity. 3-on-3 now. Players are starting to go back for Spokane. But now Portland have the ball at the edge of the box. Going to pass it back. They're going to look to maybe get a good cross through. It's able to come up and just go over everybody. It's going to be passed out wide. And Portland still have it. Here comes Fletcher. Going to just go through a couple of the Spokane defenders and trying to find Nina Rode. But it's going to go over her head, but she'll still be able to recover it. Spokane have their backs against the wall now. And it looks like Fletcher was there to take it, but just ended up skying that one over the roof of the net. And that one will not see the light of day. But it was a good attack. They held Spokane on the ropes there. And now Portland able to get the ball via turnover once again. Spokane, they're able to get it back. And not for long, it seems, as it looks like a good through ball for Rhodes. And now she's looking for an acrobatic shot of herself, but just a little bit couldn't get as crazy a curve as she wanted. And that's going to go out behind the goal. And now so far, Spokane have to weather a flurry of attacks now from Portland. 2 up, and they don't feel like they are done scoring yet. It seems like that they got more in the tank. Seems like once that first goal went through, the floodgates have pretty much opened for Portland. So now it's just a matter of how much can Spokane weather these attacks, and can they get the ball back, whether it's through a counterattack or whether it's through some marginal possession passes, maybe forcing some set piece opportunities. There's a couple of ways Spokane can get themselves back into the game, but if they're going to allow the ball to get back to Portland like this, it might be tough. We'll see what they're able to do. That was Broberg with a good cross, and it's going to fall, and it's going to be a goal. My goodness, I'm trying to analyze what's on the field because the keeper's down, Willoughby's down. Was that a foul on the keeper from Portland? The ref signaled goal. So I don't think so. And if we're going to see a restart from the center circle, or if they're going to play the ball, then I don't think we got a goal. Yeah, I believe if they're going to start the ball from there, yeah, it is a disallowed goal. That was a foul on the keeper there. So despite the great goal from Portland, I think we are back to 2-0. Because that seemed like that was a foul on the keeper. So Portland are still only up 2 goals. And now all of a sudden, here comes Spokane here. This is Kyla Hughes trying to pass it back, but it will be intercepted by Portland. Got to go disallow. That's Nina Rhodes there. Going to shuffle it back for Fletcher, who's going to push it forward. And now, oh, they're looking good. They're going to try to find Marion Dunn here, who sidesteps a defender. She's going to get a good shot off, and it's going to go straight towards Willoughby, who gets a good save on the ball. And she will roll it out. Now, a good couple of passes. And let's see what Spokane can do. Kendall Moore has the ball right now. She's going to push it forward. A lot of green grass in front of her, trying to thread that needle. Seeing if she can find Kylie Hughes, but that's going to go out, and it's going to be, I believe, a corner kick. But also we will see a substitution, I believe. The ref is signaling. And so it looks like Ella Cotter is coming on for Spokane. So short corner kick taken. If they're able to get back on the ball, it's going to roll out, and it will be a Spokane throw-in. Kendall Moore will take this one and try to pass it forward over a couple of Portland defenders. Going to try to find Cotter there. Or, sorry, that's Barisic. My bad. It's going to be kicked back. Moore is going to get a crazy cross delivered, but that's going to be intercepted by Portland. And let's see where they're able to take the ball. I'm going to try to sidestep a couple of defenders, but it will be intercepted. That's Bosnach right there. But couldn't do much with the ball. Able to get it back, though. Loss of control from Portland. And now Spokane here on the far side. Going to try to get a cross, but stepped in. I believe that was Hughes to step that one in. And it will be a throw-in. It'll be a throw-in for Spokane, but we will also have another substitution for Spokane. Let's see who gets on the field here. We have Julia Litvut. So a good throw-in. And the ball just trickles out of bounds. That's going to be a goal kick. So the attack for Spokane has been stymied. Good spell of possession, but just unable to find any quality shot in that final third. Haven't given Nyama Nelson, the keeper for Portland, a really good test today. They've had a couple of shots, but especially in this second half, we haven't seen anything crazy. But there is still plenty of time. And that long ball looks like it's able to find Portland, but my goodness, I think that was Chloe Chase there, who was wide open inside the box. But a fantastic save by Cameron Willoughby. My goodness. I thought that ball was rolling out of that end line. But Portland were able to get on that and get a good quality shot. So good on Willoughby here for Spokane to be able to keep this deficit only at 2 for them. And now they're able to bring the ball around midfield. A lot of defenders here for Portland, though. Rhodes is charging up. And now good pass from Cotter. It's going to go forward now. I believe Hughes is taking it. Which way is she going to go? She's going to go towards that left wing. Sidestepping a couple of defenders. Going to thread that ball through. Maybe a good shot opportunity. And they're going to take the shot, but it's stepped in by Rhodes. And a potential counterattack can be launched now by Portland. Let's see what they're able to do. Going to be passed back. That's Warta there. Or no, I'm sorry, that was done. As she passes it towards that lower end line of the box, but it's going to be defended away before that cross was able to find a Portland player. And now it'll be a corner kick for the Portland Thorns. An opportunity to slam the door on this matchup. If they can get a third goal here. So they're going to set the ball down. And they got players spreading all over the box, but attacking that ball. Good shot from Rhodes, but it just goes wide, and it'll hit that left side of the net, but not inside the left side as she was hoping for. It'll be a goal kick for Spokane with about 11 minutes plus stoppage time. And I think that's Rhodes' last action of the game. Looks like we are going to get London Suma back in for Portland as Spokane have the ball. Let's see what they were able to do, but it's intercepted by Portland in dangerous territory. Here comes Warta trying to thread it through for Dunn, but it's going to be defended, but it will be a goal kick off of Portland. But again, some potential loose touches from the ends of passes from Spokane, able to allow Portland to find these balls in dangerous territory and try to get some threatening attacks. As two more players go off for substitutions, we get Sophia Rubanu back, and we get Julia Joseph back in the game for the final 10 minutes plus stoppage time. Now a good through ball, but it's intercepted there. Here comes Chase to send it forward. Good spin move. Going to try to find Dunn there, who's going to push it all the way to the outside for Portland. And they're going to try to dance around the defender, but couldn't outpace them. And that looks like it'll be a foul. It'll be the Spokane Shadows ball around 20 or 15 yards, I would say, from the midfield area. And now they're going to send it towards that left wing, but it will be taken away by Portland. And let's see what they're able to do. They got a couple players charging up, but it was overshot there. Intercepted by Spokane, who will send it forward. Almost taken away by Portland there. But now, Bosnack on the ball. Going to push it up, though. Not for long. Portland's going to get on that. That's Suma there to try to give it to Dunn. Going to try to dance around three Spokane defenders as she'll pass it towards Rubano. And then Fletcher has the ball. But now it'll be sent out wide. And Portland's going to go towards that far side of the field. It'll be sent in, but nowhere for a threatening attack to blossom for Portland. Willoughby has the ball and will push it back. And we'll try to see if Spokane could get a fast restart. They need 2 goals to get a point back in this game. They're going to have to get one soon. But Portland are keeping a high press, trying to not let Spokane through, and they force a turnover. Here comes Dunn. What can she do? Breaking through one of the defenders, just barely squeaks by Willoughby, but the deflection was enough to take it off target and go out of bounds. So this will be a corner kick for Portland. It was a good attack from Marion Dunn, but it goes off the keeper, off Willoughby, and it will be a corner kick. It looks like Julia Joseph will go down to that far side of the field and take this corner kick for Portland. And just like I mentioned a couple minutes ago, this is another opportunity for Portland to slam the door on this matchup. Good high-arcing shot, but Willoughby's there for an easy pickup. Gets 2 hands on it and able to let everybody run out. And so drop it out towards the near side That was Moultrie on the ball there to pass it back towards that center line, but taken away there by Rubano. And Portland's able to get the ball back. Fletcher has it now. We'll send it back towards Chase. And now it'll go up towards midfield. But it looks like it stays in the field of play. Although the ref saw differently. And Portland will take this throw in. Broberg is there. And we will get some substitutions here. Shaylee Hige is coming in for Portland. We got the throw in from Broberg. And we'll go out of bounds. Portland, I believe, will have another throw-in opportunity. This time, around that attacking final third. So Spokane's got to be careful here. He'll be sent back out for Rubano, who has a good opportunity, but just going to switch up the field, try to find a more open player. Looking for Chase there, but it's going to go out of bounds. And it will be a goal kick. But running out of time is Spokane. Moultrie passes it back to Willoughby. And Willoughby will launch it, try to get it towards the other side of the field. That far side. But they'll keep it in their own half for now. It'll be passed out wide. Going to try to push through midfield now, but Portland's there. Again, another great defensive stand. Really showing why they have not allowed a single goal this season. They're just everywhere. They shut down any creative opportunities for passes and strings of possession before it even gets threatening. But there are still a few minutes left for Spokane. They get the ball back deep in their own territory. Once again, what can they do with it? And it looks like it'll be taken back by Portland. Once again, in that midfield area. Let's see what they can do with it. I believe that's Rubano on the ball, who's able to just try to control it before getting it back towards Spokane. But time's running out for Spokane. If anything, they can attempt. It's becoming increasingly less likely for them to come away with a point. But if anything, they could try to take solace in even getting a goal away. It has been frozen, so we are experiencing some difficulties. We will come back when we get the rest of the game back up for you. And welcome back to the remainder of this second half with just a few minutes to play before stoppage time. Spokane still down 2-0. Need to come up with something, but it will be taken away by Portland. Though it looks like the stream will seem to crash once again. So we apologize for the inconvenience on this one. We'll try to push forward and see what the rest of the game can come up with. We have a corner kick. We saw that previously. So we're going to try and take you through the rest of the game here and see where we can catch up live. But this happened. This part of the game had already happened at this point, but we will, if it gives a smooth playback, we can resume from here. So we'll know the next couple of minutes of the action. I believe we'll see a potential, we'll see a throw-in. I don't remember if the corner kick happened before or after this possession for Spokane. But regardless, in real time, we're heading towards the 90th minute. And we'll see if Spokane can come up with any opportunity to get back into this game. Yeah, we saw this opportunity from Rubano, passing it out wide, and then tried to thread it for Chloe Chase, but that one's going to be a goal kick for Spokane. So this did happen a couple minutes ago, but we will see if the goal kick that eventually gets intercepted by Portland will enable us to see the remainder of the game. So it's going to be sent out wide. And then they'll try to keep it in that area. Spokane just holding on to the ball in their defensive half. But we're really going to need to press forward here. And now it will be taken away just briefly by Rubano. And now Fletcher's there, but it will be controlled. Rubano will take it. And we'll look to push it forward. And almost taken away by Spokane, but Rubano's there to send it all the way towards that left side. But Spokane is there to intercept. They will send it out and keep it in that defensive half. Can Spokane come up with anything? They're going to take it. This is where we were. Oh, and okay, the live stream has ended. So maybe the game ended. So yeah, we saw all of that happen already. So I believe, if anything, we might have not had that much extra time. And I believe maybe the game has ended. So we apologize that we couldn't take you for the last maybe 5 or 6 minutes of the game. But that's going to do it. So the full-time score, Portland Thorns FC2 will take a 2-0 win over Spokane SC Shadows. Their perfect streak and their clean sheet streak stays alive. We appreciate you guys for tuning into this matchup, the match of the week on the Women's Premier Soccer League, presented by the National Soccer Network. We will see you guys real soon.